There's lots going on with the weather over the next few days. Whatever your plans are for Christmas, please do keep up to date with the latest forecast and warnings, because there's a few of those around. Here's the bigger picture. High pressure is kind of controlling our weather, but from a distance. These weather fronts draped across the country, and plenty of isobars as well. Still quite windy, although not as windy as when Storm Pier crossed during Thursday and into Friday. That weather front marks the boundary between the milder air toppling in around the high pressure and the colder air in place across the far northeast of Scotland, where snow showers have continued through Friday over Shetland. And as the rain from this weather front peps up and hits that colder air, we could well see some heavy snow through the night across the northeast of mainland Scotland. So we have a Met Office warning in place for that, likely to continue into Saturday morning. For the west across Scotland, it's the rain that's likely to cause some disruption as it sets in through the early hours and then lasts for most of Saturday. A little bit of showery rain possible in southern Scotland over the hills of Wales, but for the bulk of England, Wales, Northern Ireland, just a cloudy but dry and breezy night. And that combination of cloud and breeze keeps the temperatures right up as well. Not a cold start to Saturday morning, except in that northeastern corner where the snow will continue to fall. Not a great day on the roads generally across Scotland, with some snow through the morning. It could really build up in a few places, particularly on some of those higher routes. And then in the west, that rain continuing to fall, heavy rain as well, a lot of spray and surface water on the roads. Not a day to be heading into the Scottish Highlands. Some of that rain will spread into the central belt across southern Scotland and maybe parts of northern England too. But again, for the bulk of England and Wales, bar some rain over the Welsh mountains, it's generally dry, but predominantly cloudy, another grey day. Some breaks in the cloud over eastern England, a hint of brightness here. Not that there's much power in the sun at this time of year, but it could lift the temperatures into the teens. Even where it's cloudy, it is mild, 11 or 12 degrees Celsius, but perhaps feeling cooler than that with the brisk wind, and particularly with the rain and strong winds across the far northwest. That rain, though, will head south during Saturday evening. It turns damp for a time across Northern Ireland. Then the rain sets in across Wales, and so here we also have a Met Office yellow warning in place. That rain potentially causing some disruption, possibility of flooding as it lasts into Christmas Eve. Elsewhere, the rain should slip away, generally turning a little bit drier, staying quite breezy and staying very mild. Temperatures overnight into Christmas Eve may well stay in double digits. What about Christmas Eve? Well, we've got low pressure between Scotland and Iceland. Plenty of isobars on the chart, so it's likely to stay pretty windy, but it does start pretty mild as well. The warmer air is tucked into here. This is a warm sector. What happens is the low tracks to the north of Scotland. That weather front tries to slip southwards, but it kind of ripples and wiggles, and if anything then pushes back further north into Christmas Day and taking the milder air back with it. So it is a bit of a mishmash. There'll be some rain lingering across Christmas Eve through Wales. Some gusty winds picking up as that front tries to push south over northeast England and then across parts of northern Scotland close to that low. So we have warnings in place for the winds on Christmas Eve. Again, potentially causing some disruption. Could be pretty damp through the day across South Wales, southwest England too. It stays windy. It stays mild for most places as well. Temperatures, if it brightens up to the east of the Pennines, could get into the teens, 13, 14 degrees possible. And even where it's cloudy, temperatures significantly above average. It will be windy, though, on Christmas Eve across northern Scotland, something to bear in mind if you're out on Christmas Eve. And Christmas Day itself, again, a bit of a mishmash. Rain likely in the south, some uncertainty about how far north this rain gets. And then this rain band hitting the colder air across Scotland, well, that could make for a white Christmas, mostly over hills, but even at lower levels on Christmas Day, the potential for a few snow flurries. Further south, though, it isn't going to be a white one for many, a damp one, but it will be pretty mild with temperatures, again, well above average for the time of year. But the colder air in places across Scotland, as I said, does give the chance of some snow, at least for a time here. Plenty going on, as I said, even by Boxing Day, it does look a little calmer and brighter. So that might be your best bet for a Christmas walk. So do please keep up to date. The best way to do that is to download our app, visit our website, or subscribe to our YouTube channels.